Hello, my name is Dan Johnson and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about something that has been on my mind for a while, and that is Doctor Who and 4K releases. It's still a bit of a growing format, but I think a lot of physical media fans are beginning to delve into the realm. I definitely have over the last couple of years, and I think we will eventually have a world where 4K becomes the special release of everything. You know, if you have any box set, it's going to be in 4K because Blu-ray has become obsolete eventually. For me, there's a little bit of snobbery because I have a better television and a better picture than all of my friends do. Because even when I'm playing games and stuff, I have it in 4K rather than in HD. They can't tell the difference, and to be honest, half the time, neither can I, but it's something that my partner finds really annoying every time we watch a film.
It's much better than streaming on Netflix.
If you are not familiar, it is simply the next quality above HD. HD is 1080p, whereas 4K is 2160p. It requires a 4K TV, a 4K player, or the latest generation of console, and a high-speed HDMI cable. Plus, there is a price war when a copy of the latest film can cost $24.99. Older films have been given the same treatment. The Lord of the Rings, for example, will set you back nearly 90 quid.
They're quite popular with fans of physical media, so if I use my upper body strength a little bit, you can see that I have a massive stack. Most of these are just my favourite films, so we have some Indiana Jones stuff, some Marvel stuff. Some of them are steelbooks, like we have this amazing steelbook for Shaun of the Dead, which is in 4K. I'm hoping that they do the rest of the Cornetto trilogy with those. I like the idea of 4K being as a treat, as a more of an event of sort of buying a film and watching it in the highest quality possible from home. Although I feel that the difference between DVD and Blu-ray was better than the difference between Blu-ray and 4K. I'm going to go put these back on the shelf, but if you'd like me to do a showcase of these 4K releases, let me know.
In terms of Doctor Who, we only have the 2017 Christmas special Twice Upon a Time. It looks amazing. Its release coincided with the first episode of the 13th Doctor's era, and I believe it was a test to check the market. But I presume it didn't do very well. I think the format was a bit of a niche 8 years ago, blimey, so it's no surprise that it was the only release. So maybe it's time they gave it another go. A prime candidate for a 4K release would be the 60th anniversary specials with David Tennant as the 14th Doctor and Ncuti Gatwa's season 1 and 2. It appears on iPlayer and even on YouTube as Ultra HD, so quality wise, the Blu-ray Steelbook for Series 1 is less superior to the version on iPlayer.
I spent £60 on this. I'm so happy they didn't include deleted scenes and then uploaded them to YouTube months later in 4K. That's got me thinking. This is a Blu-ray, it costs £60. The 4K Steelbook for the second series of The Last of Us costs £49.99. This is a Blu-ray. That's a 4K. I'm not taking into account things like bonus material, but I do find it very funny that the Blu-ray is more expensive than the 4K.
The BBC make a lot of money from Doctor Who's home releases. They repackage and update episodes from 60 years ago, and we fill our shelves with them. Also, a lot of people don't understand why I would collect Blu-rays if it's all available on iPlayer for you to access easily. In this instance, they are right. If they have a 4K TV, it's technically a better picture.
But whatever your opinion, I like to think that I have the definitive version on the shelf, an archive, I suppose, of that series. And at the minute, I don't.
I can see the bigwigs at the BBC trying to work out what to release after the collection box sets. Something low effort, but collectors will lap them up. Perhaps a 4K line might be the logical conclusion. Not only do they have the 2023 to 2025 run ready, but who's to say they can't upgrade the 2005 to 2022 run? I don't know a lot about technology and the process for this, but let's consider it for a minute. Episodes from the 60s have been upgraded to Blu-ray, some of which have been using AI, which I really don't approve of, but a lot of restoration work has been done in bringing them to a good standard, recoloring, etc. Even without that, you have everything from the Disney deal already in 4K, and if it's clear legally, that's enough for a special release of some kind. All of the episodes post The Next Doctor were filmed in HD, so there isn't a massive amount of work to be done there. You won't be able to make it look incredible, but if it's worth the upgrade, it will drive some sales. They might be able to even fix the audio mixing issues that the early series had.
The question is, would I buy it? The answer is maybe. I think that I really like the idea of it, but I think a lot of it would be based on the price point and whether it is worth purchasing another round of Doctor Who episodes. I would love to see some things that are unique, like new documentaries, new interviews from the time, things like those little treats that you get from the collection box sets that you didn't know existed, but you just find these things in the menus that are really interesting and you would never find otherwise, so that you have, as I said before, an archive of that series. Would you like to see more 4K releases? I'm really interested to find out. I know it's a niche and I think that it will be an interesting avenue for them to go down. Although for the sake of my relationship, it's probably for the best the BBC never come up with this idea.
I love 4K.